Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready,
First and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
70 Lions.
From the red zone on first. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets go up 6-0 here in the first. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Nick Snad a throw. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. That screen sniffed out quickly. Shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Drops it down. Harvey. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Going for it on 4th, Nix. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on, come on.
Looking on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. Just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
On the red zone now. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he Is Brock down a little short? No. Actually, they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Ready?
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sticking to the air here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
When things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Now a toss. This is Harvey. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
They got out ahead of that one. A good thing, too. That effort, like just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. He has the 1st over the middle. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
That's him right as he throws. and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw again on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. So they're left facing third and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throw here, third down. He beams one, deep right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Ready.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Back. 7, go.
They're going to try to throw for it. It's caught by Wilson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Don't tell these guys, the odds partner, they call the right play at the right time. Gain 13 on 4th and 10. That's enough for a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Set. Blocking 18.
He's going to throw it again. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock, pass incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
18 Cardinal. 18.
To the air on third and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Let's go. Panther 60.
They'll throw for it. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out is going to carry on.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready up.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Set up the screen here for Hall. He's out of bounds, running around the 10. That's enough to make this 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Azarie Thomas. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamentals not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception is so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay.
Kate, I gotta believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. To the left side and wheeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Same guy, Wilson again. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets parlay the interception into points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 7. Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 7. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. He puts some juice on it deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
On now it's York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's a design boot. Down the field, he's got Wilson. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of my way.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
From the red zone now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Viking 18.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets both racing up to the halftime locker room. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
14. Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Roger McCreary takes it away.
Nix's pass. Intercepted.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Big game continuing here for Wilson. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 29-yard gain. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Pat Surtain has it. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's 2nd down. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. 1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Jets 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Shakes himself free. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
We all know these receivers are so dangerous. Just how well they get open and work the field, then put the ball in their hands, and they become even more dangerous after the catch. They start looking for those lanes to turn small catches into massive gains.
Ready.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
14. Chad Ryland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here's Mims. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Did you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner? It is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10. It's Harvey. Runs around him. He's got space. Cuts it to the right sideline. second half with some needed points.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
I should probably stop it here, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
On now is York to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Ready up.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing off the play fake. Be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects on the crosser. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Nix now on 1st and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Going for it on 4th, Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, Is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Look at that power, deep left side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
On the tackle. A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal. At the 5-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. Near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's third and goal. They'll work against the blitz. And it's incomplete on third and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're left with fourth and goal. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
Fourth down, pass coming. And he won't come through on fourth and goal. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Completed over the middle. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Mo finds his back. Harvey. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Play action with Nix. Picked off by Azarie Thomas. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
A New York touchdown. The Jets lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets grow their lead yet again.
To kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here's Mims. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Complete to Mims. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. By a man, he's in the clear. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. On now is York to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Here's the backup. 1st throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
19 windy. Here we go. Sit high.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Left and right. Go.
Looking on 2nd to Hall. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Don't jump. Right.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets put up even more points in a win. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Nix from the gun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
24-yard gain of play. First down.
Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Shotgun snap to Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they pick him up again! And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Hall takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here we go. Tonight.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets coasting to the finish line. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Harvey. Breaks through and breaks away. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now is York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go, son. Nice. Go.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So the win goes to the Jets. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.